Welcome to a diary of a dude. As you can tell, it's raining again, just as you saw that little bit there. I got myself a drink and I'm in the shed. So I'm doing no car stuff today. I've been stuck in the house for hours, bored. Well, not bored, I'm watching telly and doing some ironing, washing, you know, the usual things that women do, but you know, being single, I don't have that privilege. So I've got, well, I'll show you. I've got 1, 2, 3 fluorescent lights in here. Sorry, fluorescent lights, LED lights. Actually from Lidl's. They're really good actually. But anyway, I started off with one there and it just was never enough. So then I brought another one. And then I found when I was working in the middle here, it was never bright enough. So I brought a third. Where are we? Yeah, well, you can see it, you're getting this point. So I brought a third, but I always find that it's still, like over here, it's quite dark. And if you look like over there, it's a bit bright over there, but it's over there. But I could have equally spread these lights out, but I didn't. Kind of concentrated them on there. So anyway, where I work, we had a fire, and most of our building, it's a school I work at, so we had a fire, and majority of it's been knocked down, so we're in like temporary accommodation around the school. But the small section that did survive was badly smoke damaged. So we're currently we have a company in trying to refurb it. So it's basically been gutted. So you know, even though everything was in there, there was actually nothing wrong with it. It was just smoke damage. And if anybody knows what smoke damage smells like, it's bad. Put it this way: the classrooms are 4 months on and they still stink really bad. But anyway, needless to say, everything was gutted. So not too long ago, our school had new replacement lights throughout the school, which are automatic censored / LED. So in the part of the building where there was no damage but just smoke damage, the builders this week have been in and gutted the whole building. So it's just basically bricks and that's it. There's just nothing, not even a floor, it's just brick and no ceiling, nothing. And as I said, it's just smoke damage. So what they've been chucking out is these rather expensive LED strip lights, so which I've got here. Let me swap the camera around so I can see what I'm doing. Right, so you can see that they've got these LED strip lights, so they look like this. So as you can see, the majority, well, I mean, there's a bit of, you got this yellow in, so that's a bit of the smoke damage. But the majority of the lights, they were quite badly smoke damaged, so they're brown on the inside. But I managed to get the 2 best ones I could find. There's probably about 20, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. They work. It's just, well, I hope they work, because the obviously we had the power was cut off to the building, so there's been no power in it for the last 4 months. My assumption is they work, but they've been hanging inside the building anyway. They stink, which is annoying, but there you go. So anyway, they're rather expensive, and I've saved them, so I want to put them in the shed. I didn't want to chuck them out. I couldn't bear chucking them out, especially when I could do them myself. So there's a bit, so you've got a bit of, you can see there, look, so there's a bit of blackening on the inside. These were the furthest ones away from the direct fire, so that isn't too bad, the soot. I managed to pick, well, that's probably the worst side there, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. That can be wiped off, but obviously in terms of a school, obviously smoke damage has to be chucked out. For me, it's different. You can see a bit of the, yeah, so they should work for me fine. Well, I'm hoping they work fine, but they're 4,400 lumens 30-watt LEDs, and it's like obviously quite a lot. So yeah, so I'm hoping to replace, well, I just want to get one in, and they have a wire going in and a wire going out. My only dilemma is I don't know what's what. So I'm hoping I'm just going to connect them up to the power on the ceiling and see how well we get on. Might not even need two, might only need one. These are like the traditional fluorescent tube that you'd get, but obviously it's full of LEDs and not is it phosphorus? Phosphorus? Whatever, I don't know what you call it. Phosphorus, I don't know. Anyway, so this is going to be a video of me changing the lights. Nothing to do with cars, hence the diary videos, because on these odd occasions we well, I like to do other things other than that, and if you find it interesting you can carry on watching. So let's kind of, well, I'm going to move all the stuff over there so I can get to over there, I haven't been here for a few days and I've just left everything lying around. This was another one as well. So this was part of a light system that was in there. These are quite expensive as well. So that's just a dome light that goes into the ceiling. Nice LED, and that's the sensor for it, so it goes on and off when you walk past it. But you can kind of get a gist of the smoke damage. Obviously you just notice that that's the colour it should be. Smoke damage is just horrible. It really is horrible. If you're, whatever you own, or if it hasn't been affected by fire and it's been affected by smoke, it's just as bad. Anyway, let's tidy all this up and move things along. I'll come back to you in a minute once I've tidied these bits up. I still can't walk. I'm absolutely freezing and I want to put my diesel heater on. I've got 3 batteries and none of them work. The irony of that, don't work, none of them. It's so annoying. So I just bunged a battery charger on the one battery. I'm not sure if I can do that at the same time, battery charge it and run it. I don't think there's enough current. It can't be. I don't know why I'm bothering. I just know it's not going to work. I don't think there's enough current for the battery charger. How many amps? 4 amps. It's going to pull more than 4 amps, isn't it? And it just keeps saying it's full, which is even more annoying. Let's have a bash now. Other than that, I go and get a battery out of the car. Let's have a look what it says. Yeah, 0.89. 9 volts. Let's see if it will work up. Oh, it's put in. I'm not sure it's going to work. 10 volts. I think it needs more than that. Anyway, I'm going to set you up so you can kind of see what I'm doing. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Ignore that, that's some floor cleaner. Right, so oh, that click is a diesel pump. No, it's not going to work. It's 0.6 volts. Oh, give up with it. We haven't come to worry about that, have we? So the wire is in there. Let's get this old shitty screwdriver that my little lad always plays with. Maybe that will help. I'm not even sure what unscrews it. Gotta be them, isn't it? Or is that just the LEDs? That's the LEDs, isn't it? God, I can't pick them up now. Oh my God! Oh, it is working, the old pump. As you can hear it. I didn't actually think I was going to have to put that back on this year, apart from running it for maintenance reasons. Obviously I do. Right, let me just check the diesel liter. 9.7. Once it kicks in, it'll be fine. It's currently 12. I'm very surprised that's even working. Right, these unclick here. I can see previous. They obviously slide in and out. Yeah, because they're not exactly in the old. Right, can you see that? Yeah, so right, so what we got is this wire. What's that there then? Why isn't that coming out? Oh, it's just hooked in. Oh yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? It's in the earth. Right, so there's that. Right, so that's pretty straightforward, isn't it? 2 in, 2 out. One goes to one pile, one goes to the other. So it's straightforward for me. I've just got to figure out what's what power. Oh, I'm so happy that's on now. Because trust me, I'm pissing freezing. So bloody cold. So I'm going to have to turn these lights off. Which is, I can't even remember which ones they were now. Damn! I think it's them. Right, so I've just turned on the light I have in the corner. So I need to figure out where my light goes in. So if I just move you around. Annoyingly, this it's on the wrong frequency. Those are the original lights I had, these l.e.d ones are above me, but because of the, as you can see, the refresh rate's flickering, so they flicker together. So you have to change the refresh rate on the camera, and I'm not going to do that because I don't normally change it. So what I might have to do is just undo it all and then come back to you once I've plumbed it in. That might be easiest, because you really don't want that flicker on there, do you? Because it'll drive you up the wall. So basically all I'm going to do is, I've got my connection in there, and then I've got one coming out along here, so it's going to just be exactly what you see on there, one in, one out. And then I'll stick this to the ceiling, and then we'll switch it on. So we should have that one on here, and that, and then we'll go from that. So I'll see you in a minute, because that light's going to annoy you. God, that took longer than I thought, but they're off, they're wired in. I'm sorry about the flicker, but obviously I want you to see them being turned on. So what I'm going to show you is, yes, ignore the flicker. So I want to show you the one with no diffuser on it. So there's a diffuser there, and obviously that bit. So there's no diffuser on that at all. Then there's the light spread on this one, but there's no diffuser inside it, so obviously the plastic's there. So I'm just going to show you, and it's super bright. Are you ready for this? Whoa! Look at that! It's like heaven. Let me just turn this light off over here so you can get a gist of it. Look at that! Hey? So yeah, I think you really do need the diffuser on it. But what we're going to do now is I'll put you over here, and you can see me putting this diffuser on. I do like this look without the cover on, to be fair. But yeah, when you're looking near it, it's blinding. But I see what I mean by the difference. These are l.e.ds, but these are in sync with my hertz rate on my camera, so I don't have to worry about them. That's how l.e.ds are, but the one over there is like really just a cheap nasty one, and it's crap. So I was just giving these a bit of a wipe, kind of, but this one don't look too bad. So I mean, there's a little bit of anyway stink. Stink-ish, I should say. So you're going to see me now trying to connect one of these. It's not as easy as it looks. If you see one or two drippings, yeah, it's probably not the best day to be doing this. It's pissing down outside. And I've got a leak here, and I know why, because there's a bit of a... I've got an asbestos roof, and obviously with that, I can't do anything with it. So I've got this humongous tarp over the top of my roof, and the winds took it in the corner, and it's lifted over, and I've just sort of doctored it over. So I need to get another one over the top. Obviously, because it's asbestos, I'm never going to touch the roof. It's just not worth the aggro. So the roof's always going to stay there. I just keep covering it. Cost me like a tenner. Anyway, I'm going to try and put this diffuser on without being blinded. Because I can't be bothered to go back in from a stall. So I'm using one of my car jacks to stand on. So I hope you get the picture of what I mean when you put the diffuser on. There's definitely a difference, isn't there? So this is the diffuser with the cover. I'll tell you what, it's a lot of faff. Good old plastic. Which is kind of ironic actually when I say this is a bit of a faff. Because I've got about 17 of these to change at work. And they're all sat in my office waiting for me to go and replace the bulbs. And I'm going to be doing this for about a day, I think. Because it's a right old faff. Obviously where I work, every light's been changed for these, so there's a fair few to change in the bulbs. Sorry, no, the fittings, these are LED bulbs, obviously these have been changed, but the other ones we've got aren't, but it's the same plastic. Oh, that makes the hell of a difference, doesn't it? Yeah, how annoying. So I prefer cool white, which is what that is. But when you put the diffuser on it, it gives a yellow tinge, and I hate yellow tinge. But it does look better with the... Obviously once you put the diffuser inside it. I mean, no. It does look better once you put the cover on. I'm just not sure if the LEDs are on their own. There is a slight... Oh, see, when you walk past, it's really bright. Maybe I'll put the diffuser in and see how we get on. I can see why there's a diffuser, because it's so bright. Let me that's the bane of my life, that is. I hate yellow light, but you know, especially when you're spraying. I spray in this shed. I wonder if we can turn the... No, there's no point turning the cover around, is there? It's so easy to take off. Just a faff to put back on. I have actually cleaned this one, because out of the two, this was probably the worst. So you've got... I wonder if we just turn it around that way a minute. Let's just have a look that way. Does that make any difference? Maybe. I was going to turn the diffuser the wrong way round. See if I can knock the camera over in the process. Oh, well obviously these were never designed to go that way around, were they? So they're just going to be bastards to try and get in. Oh my god, I can't get it in. Forget it. Let's just not care about that. Let's just put the old bit back in. It was designed to go that way, so we shall put it back in that way. Oh, look, it's better than what we've got, that's for sure. I'll just stop being anal about it. The purpose of this exercise is to get more light in the shed. Sorry for my occasional off some puffs. You think it looks easy, it's not. Especially when you got to try and clip it all under. Right, so we all under. I don't want any water getting in there should the roof leak. There we go. Yeah, I just chopped a bit of my glove off. There, and what I'm going to try and do as well, because I know my roof does leak slightly, I'm going to put a bit of silicone just above the hole where the... in fact, no, I'm not. What am I talking about? A bit of tape where the hole is, where the wire goes in. So I've gone from 3 lights down to 2. Let's move this bloody lawn. But last time you saw this lawnmower here, I talked about selling it, and it's still bloody here. I haven't got round to it. Well, who wants to buy a bloody lawnmower in the bloody rain, eh? It literally hasn't stopped raining for months. Months? It literally hasn't stopped raining for like a month. Oh God, I tell you what, my brain. I literally picked the tape up and don't know where I put it. So I knew these lights would be a lot better than what I had, because obviously these are for office environments. So they need to spread light quite a distance. It's just annoying that I have to have that yellow tinging diffuser over the top, but there you go. Anyway, what was this video going on for? Quite a lot. There you go. What do you think? So my wire is just, it's nothing special. I just took the old bit out. So the wire is, it's just basically the wire runs along the top. I've got a plug over here and it runs along there, runs along there, and just goes down into my plug, which is that one there. Look at that. What a difference. And then that is the plug. That's bloody annoying. It's just come off. I just pulled all the bloody wires off. Anyway, it's basically just on a switch. And then we have one over there, and then we have like the thickest cable in the world comes in on a junction box and then goes into the house. Yeah, it's what you probably can call handyman wiring. I'm no electrician, but I know how to wire a plug up, etc. Of course, it's insulated. Doesn't matter anyway. So there you go. Let me tidy back up. I'm enjoying having my my new gorilla pod. It means that I can move things around. Right, I'm just going to put my gloves back on. I've got this thing about not touching metal with bare hands. It cringes me. Oh, that's probably why you see when I'm doing things. I always got some gloves on, even when you think, oh, that's not dirty. It's not about being dirty. It just cringes me. It makes my skin crawl. Right, so we got that there. I've been throwing all these along there. Every time I tried to put a light bulb up to hang it, I was tying it down so it could hang on something. They normally have chains, but these ones don't have chains, which were annoying, so we had to improvise. Right, I can put all my tools back now. I hope you've liked this bit of tinkering in the shed today. I know it's not my usual, but as I say, this is a diary video, and diary videos consist of anything random, really. I'm sure in here I had some spare cable plugs. I had some spare. Oh my God, I forgot what they're called. The things I just showed you to put the wire on the wall. No, I won't. I was about to say I'll insert a word for what they're called into the video, but no, you'll get what I mean. Don't matter, does it? It's not the end of the world. You can watch me put my tools back. I do my best to try and put all my tools back, but sometimes it's like I'm working on the I'm working on the Fiesta, obviously, as you know, because that's what my other video is about, and the rain hasn't stopped, so rather than keep taking my tools in and out, in and out, in and out, I've just been bunging them in the boot with a car. And I realised some of the tools I need are in there. So what do we have here then? So let's sort these lights out. So we've got some spare lights now. So what do I do with these? I don't want to obviously chuck them out. They were 30 quid a pop. Either sell them on Marketplace, I suppose, or just for now keep them. Anyway, so thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's not the usual, but as I said 3 times probably by now, it's a diary video, so it's a bit of me doing whatever. I don't know if people subscribe to me when they're watching just me diary videos, but I'm trying to get my YouTube subscriber count up because I want to get monetized. Most of the time I've never been worried about monetizing, but I put a lot of effort and time into YouTube and a lot of cost of equipment, so sometimes I'd like to get some return on it, if you know what I mean. I'm not that I'm desperate for it or anything like that. It'd just be nice to upload a video and get some sort of payment for it. And that just sounds really wrong, doesn't it? Well, you know, time's not free, is it, sometimes? And I don't work full time, so I do have a lot of spare time to make these videos, but it'd be nice to be able to make more if I was earning more, if you know what I mean. So my YouTube subscriber count is like half of what I need, so it's like 513 at last count. I need 1,000. My watch hours are nearly 4,000, but not quite there, but we're nearly there. So yeah, so if you are a new person and you are watching and you enjoy my videos, can you please subscribe? I just need to get my count up. As I say, I would like to be monetized. I'm sure lots of people out there put time and effort into things, and obviously you'd like to be paid for it. Like, as you know, it is a lot of time and effort that goes into YouTube. This video alone is, I've been making this video for like 2 hours doing these lights. That's how long it's took me, on and off, nipping in and out. Just pop into the car to get some spanners and whatnot, you know. It's just like probably a 20-minute video. I don't know how long it is at the moment, so I haven't edited, but you know, it's like this bit's 20 minutes, so I know it's going to be over 20 minutes. So it's like a 20-minute video, me in here for 2 hours faffing around. Obviously, if you were just putting the lights up, you just come in, put the lights up, do what you got to do, then go back in and put the telly on. But like filming just takes so much more longer. And I know this is just like faffing around, but it just puts an extra element to it. Like when I'm up there and I just want to screw a piece in, but I want to show you that I'm doing it, so you take extra time. But anyway, you get what I mean. There's a lot of time and effort that goes into a video, and then there's the editing. Editing can take hours sometimes, and then you've got to invest time into sitting there and editing the video and uploading it. Uploading takes donkeys, and then when it does eventually get onto YouTube, it's not a case of just hitting the publish button. Most of the time I'm doing premieres now, so you kind of get a feel for what's coming out, but you have to go into researching the video. You got to put tags in, so search terms. So when you do typing in like Yahoo, when you're typing into YouTube, you'll be like, oh, how to put a light up. If I put tags in my video that say how to, and then put the word light, you might possibly be, you know, get my video and it would recommend, you know, viewing this. So if I don't take the time and effort to put tags in my videos, when you search for something, my video wouldn't be suggested. So it just takes time and effort, and then you've got to research those tags to see what's good and what's not good. I have a piece of software that does help on the way. You put a word in and it kind of gives you an idea of what's been searched on Google for the last month with that word. So you've got to do lots of research. Then you've got to do your heading. You've got to have a really good catchy heading. And then like the thumbnail, I mean, that's 20 minutes. You've got to go onto my software, make it, edit this, go back into the video software, take a snapshot, then put it into the software. You know, it just takes ages. It's just not simple. I wish it was fly on the wall and done, but some people do that, but you know, most of us don't. So yeah, so you can see why I want to get my subscriber count up, because it makes it all worthwhile. But anyway, enough ranting. Anyway, enough faffing around and talking nonsense to somebody, because obviously it might not mean anything to anybody, but it means a lot to me. Anyway, so if you want to subscribe, please do. We've got the 3rd installment of we've got some more videos coming up on the Fiesta. I don't know, I'm not sure where we are behind us, but the wings on, the bonnet's ordered. I'm going to get in some paint tomorrow, so I'm going to be spraying it soon. So one of the reasons why I wanted the lights in here, so I can do some spraying, because you know, we can't spray outside in this bloody weather, can we? Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Comments always help, and I always respond to comments, and if I don't ever respond to it or with a word, I'll always put a heart, but I always respond to comments. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.